Larry, it's something that Floridians are all too familiar with as the rain continues to fall here at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kelvin Taylor. First touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And he's got room. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that, because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet you still have to be physical, and that's what they did on the first play.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So they're on the 5-yard line here, 2nd down and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Akeem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Shift together here from the D-line. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. Jay Ajayi's gonna go. He's at the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jay Ajayi, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. On play action, Winston flushed out right. Now he's going to try to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Newton completes it to the rookie from North Carolina, Ryan Switzer. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe.
And it'll be intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. From the gun, Winston. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And now here's a carry heading left. And now the rookie's free. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a first down throw for Newton. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Newton throwing again. Flush to his right. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now it's Ajayi. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Play action. Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Second down, Winston. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, it's Winston. This is caught by Jackson. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. 4th down, Winston. Wide open receiver complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And this one is right through. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
play fake. Winston. Being chased out left. And now running right through it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Off the play fake. Winston steps away. And some space here. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in the zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. A handoff as they run the counter play. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there with their 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And then his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
That one 28 yards on the ground. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. From the red zone now, Newton. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Final minute now of the third quarter. On second down, here's Newton. And incomplete on the deep ball. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions, that confident veneer that you have. Gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Throwing on third down, Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here we go on fourth. Newton. The quick slant caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Back now in Tampa. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Elsewhere, a third quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. 1st and goal here from the 2. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, James Hanna. And it's 3rd and short.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Chris Baker with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
A little juke. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A good pickup there, a 22. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Ajayi. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They fake the give. Newton. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Gerald McCoy with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Newton. And over the middle, this is Parker. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They're still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. His pass caught at the 4. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Ajayi. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. They run again with Ajayi. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Jay Ajayi with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard at the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's brought down after a good gain. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They run the counter now on first down. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a handoff as they run left side. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Winston to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are. But with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
On first down, it's Newton. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he is knocked down from the side at the 29. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Out of the gun, Newton. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Here's Newton. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And the Panthers, they're starting to pull away in that one. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. And now here's a carry heading left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And this looks to probably be the final play. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Buccaneers, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll fall to 1-2. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.